What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, and once again, today is Tuesday, July 5th, 2011, and I bet you thought I forgot about the tech video today, didn't you? Huh? You did. But anyway, today we're going to talk about why I personally strongly believe, that PC gaming will never outsell consoles. And there's a multitude of reasons behind it. I may miss a couple, but I'm just thinking of the most important ones off the top of my head. So let's get started, and if you agree or disagree with me, let me know in the comments below. I'm making this video to be a discussion video. So my man Black Bond just had a very interesting video up recently. It wasn't brand spanking new, about how you can game casually on a PC, and he's right. Even if you have a Dell from 2 or 3 years ago that has a dual core processor in it and a PCI Express slot, you could plop in a video card as long as your power supply can handle it, and 15 minutes later you could be doing some decent gaming on that machine. I mean, it won't be everything on very high on every game that you purchase, but it'll still look a hell of a lot better than the consoles. And with the prices that you get on Steam is a casual gamer's paradise. I think people are under the impression, who don't game on a PC, that Steam is only like hardcore games and independent games, and it's like, no. It's AAA titles, it's laid back puzzle games for next to nothing. I mean, Steam is having like a really big sale until July 10th, and let me look at my list right now of games I picked up that costed me like pennies to the dollar. Singularity was $7.50. Transformers War for Cybertron was, I think, $5. Could be wrong, could have been $7. Darksiders, $5. Amazing game too. Not pretty to look at, but if you like God of War, you'll like Darksiders. Let's just put it that way. I picked up Dark Sector for $5. Look through my list here a little more. Homefront I picked up for, I think, $20, and Homefront wasn't worth $50, but it's a really good first-person shooter for $20. I'll tell you that right now. Red Faction Guerrilla. I mean, it wasn't part of the Steam sale now, but when Red Faction Armageddon came out, they had a special that Red Faction Guerrilla was going for like $5, or once again $7. I mean, these are AAA, AA games that, when they first came out were $50, $60 on both the PC and consoles, and you could pick them up for the price you could pick up like a gourmet cup of coffee from Starbucks for now. And that's what casual gamers are going to do. They're not going to be the people standing in line at midnight of the launch of the game. They're going to pick up the game when it's affordable. And Steam is the definition of affordable. But that kind of leads to the point of this video. Why don't people gravitate towards the PC? Why are people so standoffish to PC gaming? And there's a whole bunch of reasons, and I'm going to go over a few of them. The first one, and I've said this before in numerous other videos, the Chromebook video where, the doctor I talked about who thought talking about like a really basic thing was too complicated. People don't want to deal with technology. Even doing something simple like putting a video card in your computer where all you need is a Phillips head screwdriver, and if you have enough skill to put an NES cartridge in an original Nintendo, you could do it. If they're not interested in it, they don't want to hear it. When you tell someone to, put your video card in the PCI Express slot, to them you sound like the teacher from Charlie Brown. It's like, wah, 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 wah. They don't want to hear it. To them, they're not interested in it. If it requires any effort at all, it's a waste of their time. And there's people, a perfect example, it was before I got the permanent jobs I have now. I worked a temporary job around Christmas time at an electronics store. And this woman wanted to purchase an Xbox 360, and she needed component cables. And she asked me how to hook it up. And I said, "Ma'am, do you have a flat screen TV?" "Yes, I have a flat screen TV." I said, "It's very simple. The component cables are color coded. You just match the colors up in the back of your TV, and you're good to go. It's that simple. It's screw up proof." And she goes to me, "Do you guys have a service that comes out to the house? Because I don't know if I can handle that." I mean, I'm paraphrasing. Those weren't her exact words, but she was serious. She didn't want to deal with it. She didn't want to think about it. She just wanted it done, and would have rather spent another $100, maybe even $200 to have technicians go out to her house to match up colors to plug in RCA cables into the back of her TV. And, I set her up with an appointment. But that's the point. is that even base, because people hate technology, like I said before, they just want to turn that magical button on and have it work. And PCs don't offer that. You know, they're close to it now, and that's why I lean more towards PCs now, because of due to Windows 7 and Steam, it's a near console experience. But once you tell people they have to physically install a piece of hardware, you lost them, and you'll never get them back no matter how good of a salesperson you are. That's one of the biggest reasons why consoles will always remain the big sellers. Another big reason is that companies who build gaming PCs, I'm talking corporations, not mom and pop shops who make gaming PCs for people, gouge customers with how high the prices are. One of the stores I go to for my job that I can't mention, I'm a rep for a company that trains people. I go to multiple stores, and one of the stores I go to sells Alienware gaming PCs. And this one desktop PC, and I think Alienware PCs are ugly. The thing is just really a gaudy looking, like, hi, I bought a gaming PC, look at me kind of thing. I mean, it has an i7 processor, it has 6 gigs of RAM, you know, it has pretty good specs, but they're not jaw-dropping specifications, especially the video card. The video cards they put in these are like AMD/ATI Radeons, and they're mediocre at best. And they're charging people like $1,400 for these gaming PCs that are barely gaming PCs. With the video cards they have in them, I don't care if there's an i7 in there, you're getting medium settings at best on modern games. And they have the audacity to almost charge people $2,000 for these PCs. Because you know what? They know people are ignorant towards the technology and they're looking to make a buck off them. And because of that, when people see gaming PCs, they think PC gaming is too expensive and only for dorks who have a lot of money in their pockets who could just blow it all on expensive components or Alienware PCs. So you get this stigma due to the corporations that PC gaming is untouchable and only for a certain niche of people. And the biggest reason to me that the companies don't want PC gaming to become big is because they can't make as much money off of you. Now, Sony isn't as guilty of this with the PlayStation 3, but look at Xbox 360, for example. When you have to buy a hard drive for your Xbox, you can't put your own hard drive in, you have to buy a Microsoft hard drive for your Xbox 360. When you want to buy a wireless controller for your Xbox 360, you have to buy a Microsoft brand Xbox 360 controller. How much do they cost? $50, $60 to play games online on an Xbox 360. I'm not going into the price of how much Xbox Live costs. You have to pay them to do it. On a PC, you could put whatever parts you want to in it, you can use whatever peripherals you want, and Microsoft themselves don't make a dime off the peripherals you buy for your PC. Unless, of course, you're buying Microsoft products. So they would love for you to play games on a console, because virtually all the accessories you need, you have to get them through Microsoft themselves, and they make a crap load of money off of them. A lot more money than they would ever make off PC gaming. So they don't want to endorse PC gaming hardcore. It isn't good for their wallets to do so. They don't care if it's a superior experience. All they care about is their bottom line and how big their checks are. Welcome to the corporate world. So my main point to this video is that even though PC gaming is a superior experience, it can be casual, and it is actually very affordable, due to the ignorance of the consumer and the greed of the corporations, it will never be on top. Because the consumer doesn't know it should be, and the corporations don't want it to be. Anyway, guys, this is Rich of Review Tech USA. Leave your thoughts, comments, and video responses below. And as always, thank you so much for supporting my channel. Have a good one.